Well, good morning. It is it is 10:30, and we could say that we slept through the night last night. The rain stopped. I don't think it rained at all last night, and I woke up coughing like I normally do. I was just thinking of a song or a verse that I wrote a while back, and it's like, for Advil every morning, cough without warning, how much more can I take? Between the booze and the grass and the tits in the ass. Yeah, every morning when I wake up, I cough like that. It takes me about a half an hour to catch my breath. But yesterday, like I said, was, I'm not sure. Like I talked yesterday, I think yesterday was hard for me because, as crazy as it sounds, because there wasn't chaos in my world. It's been 9 days now, and typically in this amount of time, there would have been a big blow up, there would have been a big, upheaval, there would have been a big turning over of the world, and, that hasn't been the case out here because there's been no drama, there's been no chaos. So yesterday was very difficult, and then I think either I'm bipolar and crazy, and I'm going through my cycle, or last night, because of the drama and because of the chaos that wasn't in my day, I'd been thinking about Michelle a lot, and so last night I probably had 5 different individual dreams that were really traumatic and really tough on me, whether they were Michelle and I were still living at home, and there was some girl that came to pick her up or something, and I don't know, somehow I remember her not coming back, or the girl, I don't know, just Michelle leaving and me being worried about it and trying to get her back, and just all those crazy details that are in my dreams. And then I had 1 or 2 or 3 other dreams that was me having all my stuff up at a spot like this, and for some reason I had to go back into town, and between my mom and my sister, I don't think Rich was in this dream, but between my mom and my sister, they wouldn't bring me back. I had, I sold my car to do this. I sold everything I owned, and what I don't own, I gave away, and what's in this tent is all I have left to my name. And I think, that feeling of being stranded and not being stranded up here, because again, I still believe in this, and this is still what I want to do, and this is still what I know I need to do. But I think just a combination of yesterday being a tweaky day because it was raining and I was just more or less sitting around here, and I did a couple things here and there, but nothing major. And then last night was the second night since I've been here that there was no rain at night, and it allowed me to get a good night's sleep. So the morning that Rich showed up that night before, I had slept through that whole night and got really good sleep. And when he got here, I was rejuvenated and feeling good. And then last night, or the night before last, was raining and miserable. And then last night, coming off the heels of a funky day, I think it was just my mind playing tricks on me, and my mind, trying to do what it normally does and trying to get away with what it normally gets away with. And now it's going to be up to me to overcome that, and it's going to be up to me to accept that, to deal with that, and try to work around that, because I know now in the future that every 3 or 4 days, or every 5 or 6 or 7 days, because of the chaos that I've bred in my life, I think my mind, I think my psyche just expects it and tries to create it. And last night with my dreams and all that kind of stuff, when I woke up this morning, I thought it was 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I thought I'd slept all night. I thought that, I woke up kind of miserable and kind of sad and kind of lonely and all those things. And when I get my eyes open and I come out and I get myself up and realize it's only 10 o'clock and there's a tiny bit of sun shining and I'm here and I've got a little bit of this to do and a little bit of that to do and like I said the last couple of days, we're getting to the point in this whole process where the work starts to begin. And last night between the rainstorms, I was, humming and strumming and doing a little writing and stuff, and I do feel the depth of my writing is going to get deeper out here. I've had a tendency to write real surface and real I was and you were and we were. I started listening to Kink last night, which is a deep, slow music station, and a lot of Chili Peppers type stuff, a lot of Tom Petty and a lot of stuff like that, which is a lot deeper than the stuff that I write. And I write things like Darkness All Around Me and stuff like that, but I've yet to really finish those thoughts. I've yet to really, yesterday when I grabbed the notebook, my old notebook, I fully intended on finding something that I've written before that was only bits and pieces, bringing it over, spending an hour or so and thinking about it and going a little deeper and trying to finish something, but I found that difficult to do. So I think the more and more that I try, and I think what I need to do is either read my lyric book before I write, because that helps open up my mind, or just really try to get deeper in my soul and try to write the way that I feel instead of the way that I talk. And I think that's going to help me out. But so all in all, today, I woke up with a sore neck and every muscle hurts because I'm sleeping in this cot basically in one position. And when I sleep a good night's sleep, I do some rolling over and some tossing and turning and stuff. And when I do that, I think my arms and my shoulders are falling asleep and shit. So I did wake up kind of cramped up, but all in all, once again, no fear last night, no monsters, no creatures, no demons trying to get me up and trying to come and get me at night. A couple of critters, cruising around on the outside of the tent. You just smack the outside of the tent, say a couple of words, and go back to sleep. So, all that stuff I'm pretty much making peace with. I just realized, and I'm just finding that inside of me, and inside of my mind, and inside of my soul is, there's still a desire for chaos. There's still a desire. It's almost like I miss that because I've made chaos and turmoil my friend. And I tell you what, it ain't my friend, and I don't want it my friend anymore. So there's going to be some overcoming to deal with. There's going to be some challenge there. I'm going to have to, start coming up with some little tricks that I do. And when I feel myself, trying to create chaos, I need to either literally walk away or, just start singing or just try to change, garbage in, garbage out. And the garbage that's inside of me right now is garbage that I've put in. So if I've put that garbage in, I do believe in my heart that I can take it back out. So between writing, between starting some things and finishing them, between accomplishing things, between powering through, between venturing away from the camp and getting away from the safety of this little, 100 square feet, I do believe that I can start strengthening my soul, and that's ultimately what I'm out here doing. So I'm going to finish this smoke. I've got 2 left over from yesterday, so I get to smoke 12 cigarettes today, and we're going to try to ration it down to the 12 and not smoke anymore. And that leaves us with 11 packs of cigarettes. So if I can do this consistently, that could be 22 days worth of smokes if I can smoke 10 a day. And, you know, it's going to be little things like that that are going to give me some strength. They're going to be hard. They're going to be challenging. But I think if I wean myself off, and last night when I was smoking, yesterday I didn't smoke a whole cigarette all the way through one time. I'd smoke half a cigarette, I'd put it out. I'd wait a half hour, 45 minutes, I'd smoke the other half. I think it's going to be a lot of little things like that in my mind and in my heart that makes things a lot easier for me to get through those down days and those tough days, because I don't have a lot of accomplishment in my life. I don't have a lot of yeehaws, and I don't have a lot of touchdowns, and I don't have a lot of success in my day. So when I get down, or when I feel myself getting down, it's really easy to stay down or to go deep, because I'm not really going to lose anything. And right now, I don't have a whole lot out here, and I haven't built up a whole lot, and I don't have a lot more strength than I had 10 days ago. But in all reality, I do. I've made a lot of successes out here. I'm proud of myself for making it, even the 8 or 9 days that I have. I've made peace with the nights. I've made peace with the work. You know, I am accomplishing things, and I am getting more proud of myself. I am still getting down on myself for not doing more. I am still overwhelmed by the thoughts of what am I going to do out here, and am I going to be able to do something out here that's going to change me into the guy that can go back into the real world and can function again. You know, I have those fears, but all I can do is just keep going and keep trying to do the little things that I'm doing and keep powering through. Today's objective is to get the kitchen rearranged, and even not even rearranged, just cleaned up. I've got 3 days worth of dishes sitting over there. I don't have a system for doing dishes right now. I don't have a system for doing laundry. I don't have a system for, you know, I don't have a system for anything really. So I'd like to get the end table and the tent cleaned up. It's got ashes and shit all over it. The lantern that's in there's got ashes from being next to the fire last night. I want to get the camera charged back up. I want to get the camp raked out and, you know, get it neat and tidy. And as you can see, it got a little bit of sunshine going on today. So it's kind of crazy, but that little bit of sunshine right there made me smile like a kid. So, you know, I feel good. I really do. But yesterday and last night, yesterday was tough on me mentally because it was raining and I felt myself trying to go to a funky place, and I tried to keep myself from it, and I was able to do that. But I was able to do that while I was awake. And then last night when I went to bed, I didn't have control over my thoughts. I didn't have control over my dreams, and my dreams took me to some dark places. And honestly, when I woke up this morning, I woke up in a dark place. I woke up kind of unhappy. I woke up kind of sad. I woke up kind of, you know, grumpy and shitty. And I am beginning to realize that's just my mind. That's just the past playing tricks on me. That's just the past coming back to get me and trying to tear me down and trying to take me back to where I was, because that's all it knows. And my soul is more comfortable and more content in chaos and turmoil than it is in peace and happiness. So I've got some work to do there. I've got to keep going, and I've got to keep making accomplishments, and I've got to continue to do work around here to make myself feel better about myself, so when my soul and my psyche comes back in to kick my ass, that I'm strong enough to fight back. So I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to take the camera inside and get the battery charged, and tonight we'll move over yesterday's videos and today's videos, and today we'll try to get the kitchen tidied up. We'll get the inside of the tent a little bit tidied up, and I want to get that bathtub drained and pump another, or I want to get that bathtub drained and put another 3 or 4 layers of plastic in it. There was a couple of roots that were poking out, so I want to get those cut so they don't poke holes in that plastic, and I want to get rocks put all around that the bathtub, so when Rich or whoever comes up, whoever brings that stuff up to me, when it comes up, that's pretty badass. I just saw a hummingbird. You know what? I wonder if I can make a hummingbird feeder. It's just salt, or it's just sugar water, isn't it? That's what it was. I heard him over by my tent this morning. the buzzing of the wings, and I didn't really know what it was, and I just caught him out of the corner of my eye, so he's up there cruising around. But as you can see, the sun's out a little bit. We got a little bit of sunshine, which is really a good deal. Makes me feel good and happy. So that's pretty much the plan for the day. That's what we're going to try to get done. We're going to get the inside of the tent tidied up again, try to get this kitchen area a little bit more organized, and start figuring out a way to maybe build a two-level counter. I'd like to have, you know, an area up above for cooking and an area down below for storage. I've got a couple of totes inside that are just foods, you know, dishes and pots and pans. I'd like to get those out of the tent, give me a little more room in there. I noticed last night that I think my carpet is getting a little moldy, so if that's the case, I've got to get that out of there. I don't know if I'm going to take that out today or not, but maybe give it a chance to dry out a little bit. But so that's what's on the agenda today. I'm going to go in and get my snow pants on, just because I like the fact that I can kneel down in them and not get wet, and they're kind of padded. So I'll be draining this bathtub and stuff today. So, but we'll check in with you a little bit later. It's about 11 o'clock. The sun is shining a little bit, and we're just going to keep on keeping on. So, like I said, again, last night was a tough night. Yesterday was a tough day. Not being out here, that had nothing to do with it. It was just a normal tough day. And if I was home, I assure you that there would have been fights, there would have been chaos, I would have been up Michelle's ass, I would have been looking for this, or fighting over this, or, you know, mourning this, or being upset about this. And the fact that I'm out here, I went through all that, I realized that that is happening. You know, I know that 90% of it's in my head. I know 100% of it's in my head. And if it's in my head, I do believe I have some sort of control over it. So I'm going to get up today and try to get some things done and get the ball rolling, and you know, maybe that'll chisel away at some of that fear and some of that craziness and chaos that's inside of me. So we're going to pound away, and we're going to walk through it and see where we come out on the other side. So we'll check in a bit. Love you, miss you, bye. Oh man, I tell you. It's just gorgeous here, though. Just purdy. And I think at this point, I'm the only one up on this hill. At least for 10 miles. There's another campground 10 miles back, but I think that odds are I'm probably the only dude out here right now, so I probably will be for the next week until the weekend, or, you know, could even be another week. So, but, you know, like I said, we're trying to make the best of it. Not that we can't, or not that it's something that's hard, that we have to make the best out of it, but, you know, I got a lot of things going on in my head and in my heart that's trying to drag me down. And it's really trying to drag me down. And yesterday and last night's dreams, they drag anybody down. They were high drama, high trauma, and, you know, I'm glad that I woke up this morning, and, you know, maybe everything does happen for a reason, because I woke up this morning to a little bit of sunshine. And when I woke up, I thought it was going to be 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And if it was, then I was going to feel guilty, and then I was going to feel depressed because I missed the day and wasted it and stuff like that. So, I guess everything happens for a reason, and the Lord works in mysterious ways if you choose to believe in that. So, I'm going to go ahead and charge the battery and try to get a couple things done around here and run my mouth a little bit more later. So we'll talk to you soon.